are back with another episode of the comment section with your girl Coco
and your girl T.
And we're gonna jump right into the segment. We're gonna talk about how we've been doing this week. How you been doing? You been good this week?
So I feel like today was just one of those, you know how like you've been in a crappy mood all week, but you know you got something coming up, so you like just perk up, and you know that's kind of what today is. So it's been going, you know what I'm saying? I just had to redirect my energy. I mean, that's what I've really been thinking about.
You've been in a crappy mood for like the last 3 segments.
I mean it's not, I wouldn't say a crappy mood. I would just say my anxieties and my like thoughts are getting,
okay.
like,
so what you be doing to fix that?
Well, in the morning, I do my prayer. Okay. I have been going outside trying to get some vitamin. You know how they say you gotta let the sun touch your skin, different stuff like that. So I've been going out in the mornings, grounding. I can say I skipped my workout a couple times this week, which I probably shouldn't have, because that probably would have like eased my stress a little bit more. But grounding, breathing, praying, just trying different methods to stay, you know what I'm saying, positive instead of like falling into that anxiety.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, I think that happens to just about everybody. But I feel like once I get to where I'm going, it'll be a little less. But you know, I'm still trucking, and it's always gonna be a journey.
You feel like when you say like, oh, I feel like once you get to where you're going to, what is it, like a career type of thing? Is it
no, like in like my healing process and my like learning, you know, journey and how to cope with things better, like instead of like letting it, you know, really take over my mental, and like control my day or something, you know. Right. So I've been doing that, and just like I said, just trying to keep a positive thought in the whole situation. But I've been holding my head, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a thing to a G. So, you know, just getting it done. What about you though?
I've been good. I just been, I heard this once from somebody that I used to know. I don't even remember who it was, but they basically said you don't have bad days, you have bad moments. So you know how people say, oh, I had a bad day. Your day should not be bad because of something that happened.
Right,
it should just
a little
be
moment.
That one moment and then moving forward. So I when I feel like I want to have, like, when I think, because one thing will make you think about it all day to the point where you just don't get anything else done, or you don't think about anything else. So I just, when I have moments of what I don't really agree with or don't think that they're the best moments for me, I just kind of just be like, all right, this is a moment, boom, what's next? Like, automatically train my brain to be like, okay, what's next? We not doing this down, this, we not gonna worry about it. So but me on the other hand, like, I had seen a quote on Instagram. It said life be with something, life be hitting me left and right, and I just be on Instagram scrolling and laughing.
Like ain't shit going on.
Ain't nothing going on. And so I just said, I told Karen, I said, this me right now. And that's how I been. Like, I know my life they probably fighting in the back, you know, but I'm at the front and I don't care.
That's exactly how I've been kind of like going about it too. Like I told you, remember the other day on the phone, I'm like, it's just bad in the mornings, you know, that morning how you wake up and your thoughts, it feel like your brain cut on before you do. Right. Like before you get to fully wake up. And that's just how it be. But after like 1 o'clock, you be good. I mean, the moments are done. What else can the day about to be over? The day about to be over. We about to do this again. Yeah, we finna get to start it all over. So you might as well relax for the rest of the day. I see the little girl on TikTok. Her mama said, "You need to be worried about school and boys and going to college." She said, "I'm not going to college." And then her mama said, "Wait, why?" And she said, college is bad." And her mama said, "Why?" She said, "I just want to live my life." And her mama said, "You can live in college." She said, "No, you can't. You're on the ground in college." And it was so funny. She probably didn't expect her to say that. Right, either. Because it was like, how you know? Because that's really where you feel like you at on the ground. Like, for real. She was like, I just want to live. You've been watching too many TikTok videos. Yes. Like, but no, really, like, from just that little girl saying it, like, she said more, and it made so much sense, because she's like, I just want to live. I just want to live my life. I want to do it. And really, that's what life really about. Like, if you get caught up in, like, what we think life is supposed to be, what America has trained us to believe what life is supposed to be, you will, like, suck yourself dry. Like, you would just be 100%. Out of there. I blame America for being such a capitalist place. Exactly. Like, we think that
money is just the center of every and all thing. And that's just because of the way we have to live. We got to pay to breathe.
Yeah,
we have to pay to drink water. Like that post that's been going around. What's something that you feel like is unnecessary? That you pay for every day, like that should be free.
What would you say?
I said I think it should be air. We literally like electricity in our house. Like that shit ought to be free.
Right. We can't do nothing in the dark anyway.
Yeah. And then I mean we can't control the weather outside, so we got to be able to.
We ain't got
contrast. You know what I'm saying? We got to have something.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
I don't know. What would I pick? What would I pick? Something that should just be free.
I've seen a lot of people say water.
Nah, not water, because I wouldn't say water because the water, unless you just, if you okay with drinking any type of water, then cool. But water, it really takes people and machines and all that to really get it to where we need it.
That makes sense.
So I ain't gonna cut nobody's job off. So, you know, but what would I say? Like, I feel like living, like as far as housing, I feel like that should be free.
At first I thought that too, like land or property. But then again, I don't
think we should pay for it, because I feel like I seen a video with Grant Cardone and he was like, y'all know that the American dream, them putting a home, being a homeowner into the American dream is just like they did with college. They made you believe that that's what you needed,
right,
because it benefited them, the money. And so, like, he was like, the banks came up with an idea to be a homeowner, because think about who gets the money. You get what I'm saying? They tell you to get this loan. You never really own a house. So even though we are homeowners,
equities and they adding on interest as you go, like they really banking off.
They really are. And like, think about it. People, and it's all these things that, if you don't pay, then boom. If you don't do this, then boom. So I think that living, if you can make it with your two hands, because think about it, we come from where we made our own. You know, if you can make it with your own two hands, if you find you a spot, get your spot. All right, that's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody should be able to just live and not have to worry about rent.
That makes sense too, because that's like you said, we from slave owners, and I mean slaves just finally becoming free people and like building their own property wherever they found fit or wherever they, you know how they
like
make
that show you put me on.
Yeah, I
girl,
told you
now
good.
Now why you had me binge watching that? And I'm like,
I told you it was good. It was good. You finished it?
Yeah, Shakira.
Shakira.
I said he don't sit down somewhere.
How did he fight, bro? That right there, it really amazed
me.
If
your man wants to, he can find you.
I told him, I said, boy, that's it. If a nigga want to, he will. He will. That nigga found her in different countries, different states.
Girl, they didn't even have maps.
They ain't have maps on. He going around asking niggas like, "Hey, you seen this girl that know how to?" Yeah, that's word of mouth. Like,
but no, I think living shit, because I feel like who came up with this idea to pay rent every 30 days? Why it couldn't be
the colonizers?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Why it couldn't be every year we pay one rent? You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is, girl. I just seen a girl on TikTok said she moved to Ghana and she's showing us her house tour and everything. Mind you, her house was nice. It's some things that, like, in America that's different, of course, than the way that they live out there.
Right.
That we would say, oh, that's not, you know, of standard or up to par. But
I might be willing to trade
in Ghana, I would live in that house.
Right.
For what she said, I think she said $1,300 a year. I thought she was finna say a month. I was finna say that ain't bad, but she said a year. I said, damn, what?
Yeah, we screwed, what? Bro. We
are
like, every second of the day. That's what my mind been on lately. That's what I should have told you in my check-in. That's the real reality of my mind right now. Like, if I didn't have the spa and like a responsibility to be in Houston, like I be praying every day, man, I hope he can just take over the spot, because I just want to live in another city. I just want to live in another country. Not even a city. I want to live in another country. Like, I just want to see what it feels like to live a simpler life, to not worry about the things that we have to worry about here.
Me too. Like, when we went to Jamaica, it was like nice to see people just, you know, they didn't care about what they had on. Them people out there living. It's kids out there making, you know what I'm saying, they fun. It's people out there making their food. It's people out there making their hair products. Like, they out there doing everything, like, right on the street, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's just their way of living.
I want to experience that. And I feel like I told you before, like, I had seen a video and a girl was asking foreign exchange students, like, what is one thing that they thought about America that they didn't know before. There was something about America that they didn't know about before. And everybody said, oh, you know, simple stuff like food, this, that, or this, that. Why one boy came and said he didn't never know about depression until he came to America. I felt so bad for him. I was embarrassed to be a part of it.
That's terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
He said he didn't know what depression was. Right.
And now your mental fucked up. That's terrible to know.
That's deep. When he said that, I was like, that is so crazy.
And
we so immune to it. You know what I'm saying?
It go all the way back to what we eating and everything. Like, America is leading in suicides and depression and all that.
You heard that they said
stress
that they
level.
put, I don't mean to cut you off, but you heard that they said that they putting like something in the food to where it's creating your hormones to be more homosexual. Like, girl.
Wait, what?
It's something that they put in the food that causes you to want to be.
So they saying that they making gays out of the food.
Basically, they give that the stuff that they giving our kids and that we consuming that's what they said, girl. It's a whole article on there. I'm gonna have to do it. We have to do a segment on it.
I was just gonna say we're gonna have to deep dive into that because. How you make people gay? I know people that
just like they make everything else. How you make people have cancer? How you make people be obese? How you make people have addiction? Same thing.
I think people experiences make them get. Well, child, let me not. Because
we have to do a segment about that.
That's a deeper conversation, like just a deeper conversation.
But you know, some people say that they boring. Some people.
I don't know. I got a cousin that is a lesbian, and for as long as I can remember, I pretty much have known her to be like that. But I can't say what she was like at 1 and 2 and 3 because I would know. Right. One, she older than me, and 2, you know, that's the times that my mom was around her.
Thing about it, I think it's a spirit. I think even if you are born with it, I think it's a demonic spirit because. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this from all the gay community. I have gay friends, I have gay family, and I love them dearly, but this is just my own opinion.
Right.
I think it is. I think it's something that is on people that it's one of them things that just like depression and it's something that you can't shake because it satisfies your flesh.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's one of them things that it's a whole... We'll
I get what you mean, though.
You get what I'm saying?
Some people see it that way, especially if somebody grew up in the church or, you know.
And I'm not saying it because I didn't really grow up in the church. I became closer to God as an adult. Like
I thought your parents like.
No, we barely went to church.
Child.
Girl, my daddy, we went to the mosque and everything. My daddy was a whole Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we went to the mosque some Sundays we went to the regular church. Some Sundays we didn't even go to church.
Right.
So my mama was always big on having a relationship with God. I remember that from a young age. Mama used to say, we ain't got to go to church every Sunday as long as you have a relationship with God. That or whatever. And so mom was always big on talking to God, praying, and having a prayer life, like, and stuff like that. But so no, it's not for me growing up in the church. I actually had read something real quick before we move on. I had read something in the Bible in Genesis, and it talks about God showing. He said that he would show the rainbow in the sky, and that's how you would know that I'm keeping my promises. God's promises are. That's his way of symbolizing that I'm still keeping my promises.
Right.
So if you see a rainbow, that's what that is. But have you noticed how the homosexual, they have taken that to mean. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like everything that God made for his kingdom, like it seemed like the world has taken it to
and used it for their
yeah. So when I seen that and I read that immediately, like God put in my spirit, he said, "This is another sign of how the world has taken
things
that you know what I'm saying." So, but that's my thing on it. I mean, we can talk about that later,
right? But no, just like that little sermon we were watching, how he said people will find scripture to fit. You know what I'm saying? People find things to fit their desires or the things that they really want to do just to, see it just. But I mean, like you said, that's a different conversation for a different day. But you speak in Genesis, and we finna talk OT Genesis. We finna swear. We gotta go right on to the wretched lane.
Okay.
We went from the righteous on to the wretched lane. And we finna get into the hot topic. We're gonna talk about OT Genesis this week and some of the controversial topics that's been online. We got a couple other topics to hit y'all with, but that's the first one we're gonna start with. So see y'all in a minute.
Shop Bonnie Countries for all your body gold needs. Shop bodyconscioushcx.com.
Shop your shit, I'm a real hot topic.
This is what's coming your way.
Okay.
Hot topic, yeah.
All right, crew members, we are back and we finna dive right into the hot topic for the day. So I'll go ahead and start it off with the OT Genesis conversation. So this past week I was on Ball Alert. I seen a post about OT Genesis spending $150,000 on an Ace of Spade bottle. And this bottle was super huge or whatever. Everybody was commenting whether it was worth it, whether it was a stupid idea,
Right.
what their opinions were on it, this and that. So I got in the comment section myself and I got a little backlash, but let me tell you what some of the comments that I was kind of responding to.
Well, tell us what you said.
Okay. So let me start off with the comment that I responded to.
Okay.
It was a dude that said, where is it? I think I got it here. Only niggas buying this bottle, so quick to give it all back, shrugs, his life though. And I replied, no facts, because you ain't gonna see too many white men playing with their money like this. But I digress. And so many people, now I can say from my comment, I probably worded it wrong, but I do stand on what I mean, because I probably should have said people who are more financially literate, or not necessarily just white people, any community, honestly. People who are more financially literate and know better, and we learning all this on Instagram. It's people $1 million worth of game. It's people that, that's giving us these jewels and gems every day online, right in front of our face. Y'all scroll through social media all day watching this and that. And we still choose to, choose ignorance and just justify ignorance. So that was what I mean by not necessarily all white people are financially literate or they know exactly what they're talking about.
Right.
But they actually ate me up in the comments. But let me give y'all a couple of comments that disagree with me.
Okay.
So the actual Ball Alert commented me back and said, I must not get out much. And then another comment said, white folks definitely do this. Y'all get them too much credit. And then another one commented to me, actually my homeboy, we had him on here, D1. He commented, IDKT, I'll have to disagree unless he's lying. Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he bought this same bottle at Live before. This would be my argument. When they do it, they not trying to be seen. That's why we think they're not spending much money on dumb shit. But shit, see us, once we spend some money like that or any type of dollar amount that we feel should be recorded, we're going to pull that phone out. And that is, a fact in our community.
Yeah,
you know what I
true.
mean? Like, white people might spend, or I'm going to keep on saying white people. I'm not going to, it is a lot of white people that do that. We cannot deny that they are probably one of the people in the country that actually have the most owned businesses, and you know what I mean?
Right.
They're probably financially, I wouldn't say all of them.
Right. No, most definitely.
A good majority of them probably are more financially literate than a lot of us because they write the rules. They are the capitalism around here.
Exactly.
They are the ones that make the rules for the money. So that was just my point on it. I think that, so he said that about Mark Cuban or whatever, and I feel Mark Cuban, he said he's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know if I watch sports because my boyfriend or whatever. I don't know if you watch sports and shit like that,
don't.
but over my little time of watching sports and shit, I know that owning a sport team, you have to have millions in assets. You have to have billions to buy the goddamn team. So we're talking about OT Genesis, which I looked up here, and is somebody in the comments talking about how she know how much he worth or how much she know. He's a celebrity. It's a fucking Google search away. Trust me. He's worth $4 million, and that's just his net worth. So that means that's his assets tied in whatever with money that they can, you know what I'm saying? They can categorize or they can track with him. But for Mark Cuban and OT Genesis to be, Mark Cuban, he probably has a little more leverage to do something like that. Not saying it's right or wrong, because regardless, it's dumb to fucking spend that kind of money on champagne or whatever. And then I also got the backlash comments saying that, oh, it's a black-owned business, so it is going back into a black dollar because they say Jay-Z owns the Ace of Spades, which is another something that you can also Google. Jay-Z's only 50% owner of that company. The rest is owned by French Cognac or whatever that is. So it's like, I guess, the French. So yeah, all that justifying we just did, we're not still admitting to the bottom factor of the issue. That shit was dumb. Okay. That shit could have been.
So here's my take on it. So I think that I feel like it is dumb because I feel like it's no need to spend that type of money on that type of thing for that amount of money. But I also have a different perspective as far as I feel like a lot of shit that people do in general is dumb, even on a lower scale. Like us buying bottles in the club now, knowing that same bottle is $60. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that he did, technically. You know what I'm saying? And then two, I feel like at different levels, people spend different amounts of money on unnecessary things. Yeah. So, for instance, like, I know my mentors, when they made a lot of money in the medical supply industry, they went and they used to go to Gucci, Louis, and spend all this type of money on all of this stuff. But now, like, they were like, we were new rich. To it. New rich. So we just did, you know what I'm saying? We were, even them being financially literate, that's what they wanted to do with the money that they had feel like they earned. Because it was something new to them. Right. Yeah. And so I feel like at some level, we all do dumb stuff with money as it relates to money. And I just feel like I wish people just not take. So at the end of the day, that's his money. If he got $4 million, I ain't got $4. Not but I mean, I know personally myself, I didn't spend money even down to simple stuff. Right. We spend money on a daily of stuff that we shouldn't be spending money on because we probably can't either really in reality afford it, or because
we just feed some personal needs that we just have to want it.
Exactly. And you know, this American mindset that we have, that stuff we don't even really need. So I think that was just that on a higher level because he has a higher level of money in his account. And so, I mean, I don't really see anything different than what people do on a daily basis. Now, I do think it's stupid because me knowing what I know, like, if I'm going to take and then somebody might say too, like, oh, if he going to take $150,000 and spend it on a bottle, he could have did this, and this. But who's to say he never already done all of that?
And that kind of brings me back, because that's what I was just finna say, because I was about to say, well, he could have bought 1,000 bottles in that motherfucker for that. But like, you just chose to make one stupid, impulsive, like, that's what I'm saying. We kind of like, not saying, I mean, I'm sure we all do it. Not saying this is a good or a bad thing. Like you said, we all do it. But at some point in time, we have to like sit back and take accountability while we on social media
But then too, these are the people that are in the comments 9 times out of 10 are regular degglers like us. And we can be quick to say like, oh, he should have did this with his money. He should have invested his money and did it. But who's to say he didn't take 100 yesterday, 150,000 and do that same thing with that money? Warranted, really, you make money to do whatever you want to do with it. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't think that that's something that I would have done. Don't get me wrong when I'm saying it. I would not.
You're just giving a different.
I'm just giving a different mindset because, like, it's almost like Diddy said, I might have more money than you, but if I don't have enough money to cover the more money that I need, I'm broke just like you, a person, or average person. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I can have bills just as much. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm a millionaire and my bills is $578,000, and I got to pay my $1 million rent, I'm still broke. You know what I'm saying? So broke is broke. So if he evidently has the money to do it, if you spending $150,000 or me spending $150,000, we gonna probably tank. But him, on the other hand, that might not be the case. So who's to say that wasn't responsible on him? Because again, it could have been a write-off.
That's what a lot of people were saying in the comments. But to bring it back to like different communities doing it, do you think that? You think it's a everybody just like, oh, this is my first time having money, just like you said, your mentors, like this is my first time. Or do you think that like people just impulsively do?
I think people impulsively do things all around the world. But I do think that as Black people, it's almost like I never had nothing type of mentality. Mm-hmm. And so, and like I was saying earlier, like we were talking about how Black people don't spend money within their community. Mm-hmm. Well, I also gave the idea that we don't, but it's kind of hard to spend money with somebody that don't own nothing. We can say even you spending money technically with a Black-owned business, that's really not you putting $1 into the Black community, because like this building it's not owned. You know what I'm saying?
And then I mean, as far as down to our websites, it's you know what I mean.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to say, oh, y'all don't spend money in the Black community. Well, Black people don't have a lot of ownership of stuff. Right. It's just now becoming a thing to have ownership, being a homeowner, being a business owner, being a real estate, having property and stuff like that. And like I said, when I say just became a thing, I really feel like since the pandemic.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Gatekeeping stopped being a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because I was heavy on the gatekeeping, but definitely since the pandemic, definitely since I think the pandemic also, what you spoke on earlier, also opened up doors for us to be accessible to those loans that we were getting denied at first. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Black-owned businesses weren't getting those small businesses loans that the same white-owned, counterparts were getting right next door.
We getting denied,
We getting denied for those same, even though we have the credentials or have the assets or whatever to back it up. Like we getting denied for those same loans.
Exactly.
And I just think that ought to, like we said earlier, when you know better, you do better. That ought to like inspire us to make less of those dumb decisions. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not to say that it's just Black people, but we are the ones who don't have the cushion for them dumbass decisions.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's white resources every day, everywhere. But we are the ones. Yeah, we are the ones who don't have the resources or the cushion to be even making mistakes like that, like finesse 2-time and that damn little boy. Like that's basically what I was saying with that. They was like, oh, it's not a big deal, but he don't have that room to make that mistake as a Black man in America. Like you don't have those same choices that your counterparts get. And I wanted to read like a little statistic I found online that kind of like puts in perspective why I'm kind of strong about my decision, because I read up on this a long time ago, even before this conversation came out. The statistic says a common recurring statistic in money circulates within communities, according to the NAACP and other organizations, suggests that the Black dollar is unregulated. Studies say that the average lifespan of the dollar is approximately 28 days in the Asian community, 19 days in the Jewish community, 17 days in the white community, but only 6 hours in the Black community. That's crazy, number one. Mm-hmm. And it goes on to say that Ms. Grace spoke about buying power amongst Black Americans, and she quoted at 47.8 million strong in buying power, on that par with many countries' gross domestic products. African Americans continue to outpace spending nationally. Basically, we spend the most in America. We make a good amount too, but we spend it just as fast. It does not last in our community. And when they mean like in our community, like you said, it's not our community not big enough to spend all the way around. Because at some point in our business, we are going to touch a white owner, somebody that we're going to have to answer to.
Exactly. So basically 6 hours like, hey, baby, I got paid today. Look at my check. Yeah. And boom.
now we paying the lights, paying the this, paying the that, paying the, even if I do got a shop, I'm paying the rent to that mother. I'm paying the lights, you know.
And me and my mama, when I came back from school, my mama was like, girl, what we gonna do? We gotta say these black people doing this. You know, like we talked about this like then. And I was like,
I'm really passionate about that. Well, I think like that's kind of how I feel like I could save. You remember I told you that? Like,
and I told my mama, she will tell you what I told her. She said, I'd never forget you saying that. I told mama, worry about yourself. And I hated to be like that, but that at that point I really felt like it was no saving us because it was so it was years on years of this learned behavior. And like how you saying once you know better you do better, that's not technically the case, because it's a lot of stuff we know but we don't do. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to undo that, and that's a long time. We talking about all the way back to slavery days. Like this is something that was past. Like this is the mindset. Like I seen a girl on TikTok and she said she told her mama about an idea that she had started and was doing to have groceries delivered in Africa. She's from Africa. And she was like, her mama was like,
set something up like that.
Yeah, basically like how we have Instacart and all that. She's trying to do it in Africa, and like she had evidently done the research, all of this, and so her mom was like, "You are almost 30 years old. You do not need that. You need stability." And she was like, I was blown away because I'm telling you, this is something that could possibly change the trajectory. Like, us do but she said, but this is a sign for me to know that you cannot share your good news with everybody, because when God puts something in your mind, it's for you and you only, even your appearance sometimes, because the mentality, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just get a job and you just stay stable. Right. Don't worry about trying to do this and don't try to be
shooting down your dreams.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just stay small, you just worry about paying your bills. You know what I'm saying? That mentality is so thick in our community that it's kind of hard to say, you don't need to be doing that. It's a lot of shit that we know we ain't supposed to do, but we do it because that's what we was taught. Right. On the other hand, we can say, well, white people don't do it, they don't do it, or, other races don't do it, but they were not taught that. Right. They were taught the complete opposite of what we were taught.
They were literally taught the financial literacy
Exactly. Think about it.
We are learning now.
Yeah.
And like I said, that comes a little easier for them because they're in a group that invented it. You know what I mean? Exactly. They are part of the people that
they run it.
Yeah. So it's easier because if black people was to be the ones that started the capitalism, I bet it wouldn't be nothing for us to get a business loan.
Nothing.
But black people are steady struggling and steady not being able to open these businesses or still have to answer to a higher party, so it don't consider them a black-owned business or whatever. Right. It is kind of hard for our dollars to circulate back into the black community, but it is something that got to be done. Like,
it is.
I'm gonna keep on pushing it in y'all face, whether y'all gonna hear it or not. But
I think that is changing, though. I think more than anything that is changing. I feel like more people are business owners, women, especially black women.
It's changing because this generation in this new day and age is a little less stubborn to learning.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But see, that's what it took for it to kind of even get a little bit of a turn. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now, back then I didn't have any hope. But now I have more hope to know that, like, okay, people are waking up, people are realizing, but we were dealing with people that didn't see that.
Like when
they
your mama
couldn't
first told you that.
understand. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't understand, like, us being owners, us having, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a child, I used to always think that only white people had businesses and strip centers or something like that, until my mom and my dad had a children's store and my dad owned a barbershop that was in the strip center. But even still then, like, I didn't understand it completely. Like, when I got out of college, I was like, I don't want to be a business owner. I don't want to have to worry about where my money comes from, because even with my mom and my daddy being entrepreneurs, they were not entrepreneurs to the capacity that a white person was.
Right. Where they didn't have to go to their business. Or
exactly. They
was
working at their business. Exactly. It wasn't, when white people open up businesses, it's automatically rinse and repeat. Child. They know this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's another thing. Like, I watch this show called Bar Rescue all the time. I don't know if you ever seen it, but they be in, and it could be down to the trashiest, brokest looking white people in the back countries of Louisiana type shit. Because I done seen a couple episodes out there. That's why I'm pointing them out.
Right.
But they would be in the hole, or they'll be in debt. $150,000, $350,000. Who gave you that loan? I would have looked you dead in your face and knew you weren't a responsible person. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Your skin tone equated you $350,000 to lose for somebody else.
Basically.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T, aka Miss Everything Brows and Beauty. Yes, I said it. Everything Brows and Beauty. You may have seen me on your timeline once or twice. I'm your local makeup artist here in Houston, Texas, and I offer makeup services, brow services, and I just added a self-application makeup class for my hotties for the summer. Now the streets is waiting, friend. Go ahead and book your appointment or your class today. I'm on IG at everythingbrows_beauty. That is everythingbrows_beauty. And I cannot wait to glam with you, friend. See y'all soon.
All right, guys. So we're going to just jump right into our topic, our hot topic for today, and get the opinions of some others and see what y'all talking about in the comments, because y'all be loud and wrong sometimes.
Loud and wrong. And we definitely going to insert the clips so y'all know.
Yeah. Let's give them a little time.
Let's just let y'all watch this for a second. Here's the clip.
Marriage is hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people quit on marriage over things that are just a part of the commitment.
Yes.
We've been married for 30 years.
I know.
You know, if I fell out with him for 10 and we had great 20 years, I'd take those odds anytime. But we glamorize marriage. And in this day and age, marriage is more about the dress and the dresses, and the proposal and the honeymoon and all the stuff around it. And young people aren't ready for the real of marriage. So I think, once again, it's incumbent upon us, people who have had successful marriages, to be really honest about the fact that making a commitment to be with someone means you compromise, and compromise ain't always fun.
Okay, so now that we back and we know what we're talking about, okay? Let's go to one of these loud and wrong comments, okay? So to the comment section we go. I'm not taking 10 bad years if I know I'm going to have 20 good ones. Marriage ain't supposed to be hard. I don't care what nobody say. Get you one.
No, for real.
If we have an amazing relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend and we sign a piece of paper, shouldn't nothing change? It's okay to have a disagreement, but 10 bad years, no ma'am. You ain't for me if you got that many bad years.
Like it's just somebody else's problem. That be your problem. Number one problem. If you got that many bad years, then you ain't for me. Bitch, what about you? Shit, nigga ain't in a relationship by himself. He ain't doing it.
Let me go back to somebody
I digress.
Got it right together real quick, okay?
Let's see what they had to say.
So it says, married or not, merging the lives of two different people while dealing with their trauma, shortcomings, fears, goals, aspirations, health issues, and general growth is inevitably hard.
Come on.
Marriage just encourages you to stick with it rather than abandon it when it gets hard.
Come on.
Amen. Okay?
Come on.
Sis got her together for the people that might not even really know what marriage means. She got her together real good. So before I get T's opinion, well, I'm going to get your opinion. I'm going to let you go.
Okay, because I do have my little taste on marriage. I guess I can kind of be in the middle because I understand a little bit. But to a certain extent only, because the older you get, the more I learn. You know what I mean? You don't want to be going through that, everybody's indispensable phase. You are going to end up lonely, depressed. Like, you think you're so interchangeable. Y'all think so many people could be switched out and replaced. And that's not the case. If God put them people in your path, sometimes it's for a reason. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a lesson. You got to, that's you. That's up to you to work out and figure out. But to say that marriage ain't supposed to be hard is ridiculous. You are wild. Like that lady said, merging any two lives. I don't care if it's a newborn baby. We don't know each other.
Right.
We getting to know this shit. We new to this. Yeah. We new to this. We don't know each other. So like, what are you talking about? We have to come together. These are two grown adults that have been through different walks of life, different traumas, different perspectives, different everything. And like she said, they're growing through learning to be a new adult, you know what I'm saying? A better version of themselves. And you expect nothing to come up?
Right.
I think everybody equates wrongdoing in marriages to like cheating or infidelity or, when Michelle Obama spoke on compromising or, doing things like that, I think they mean taking somebody back after they done had 2 kids on you. And that's not what we talking about, Shanae. Shaniqua, that is not what we talking about. We're not talking about that. We're talking about starting with somebody that wants you from the jump.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
My perspective on it is this. First of all, we have to know what a marriage is and who created marriage. And if you believe in marriage, that means you believe in the person that created marriage, which is God. Ultimately, created man
the bond,
and woman, man and woman. And what it is what marriage essentially is two people coming together in God's image. So what that means is your marriage should mirror God and His
you
image.
two put together ought to mirror.
Exactly. So with that being said, that, like you said, is an accountability thing on your part because it is hard because we have a hard time mirroring because we're created in His image. Right. We have a hard time mirroring God in our personal life as single people without a man attached or woman attached.
Exactly.
So imagine being coming together. That is very hard. We've
already knowing your roles, learning
which
roles is for who, or
Exactly. we already demonstrated it being hard being a single person. We've seen it hard. We've seen that it's hard to live a life if you don't have God in it. And then that's another thing. And I, like I said, I don't like to be too spiritual, but this is who I am and this is my beliefs. But when you have, like the lady said, when God asked for there to be fish, he spoke to the sea. Mm-hmm. When he said, when he asked for a tree to be, he spoke to the earth. Mm-hmm. And when he asked he spoke for us to be made, he was talking to himself. Mm-hmm. A fish can't live without the sea. Right. A tree can't grow without the earth.
Amen. You better tell them.
You can't have nothing
you better
without
tell
God. It's in you. Like, it got to be in you.
You
like,
better tell them.
You can't do that. So, like, a lot of people think that it's not supposed to be hard. How is that not supposed to be hard? You fight devils all day. You fight distractions all day. Mm-hmm. You fight the things that the devil set out to tempt your flesh all day. You don't think you think that's going to not be intensified when you're doing something to please God? You're doing it in a covenant. You don't think that's going to be even harder for you?
And you're doing it in front of other people. So you done stood on this podium. You done swore before God and everybody. So now not only God know, but you done let everybody else know how you embarrassing him or how whatever y'all doing, how y'all carrying on in y'all relationship. Y'all are an image of God. So if y'all stood before that altar and y'all said those vows and y'all took that oath before God, y'all ought to. It's not gonna be. An argument. Like y'all couldn't. That's what I mean by this generation thing. It's so easy to replace people because they think since we got social media, it's just so many fish in the sea. How many people are y'all dating outside? Let's be real. The pool is pissy. Y'all, that bit is potent. Y'all might not want to fish in the sea no more.
I said the pool is in hell.
No, for real. At this point, y'all crabbing. Y'all not fishing. Y'all just trying to catch whatever out there.
Exactly.
Like, they feel like, sacrificing or making some compromises by being, or, maybe my type has been this all these years, so now I done met a nigga and I done like this. They think that's like selling out or like, you know what I'm saying, giving yourself less of what you want. I don't feel like that's growing into a new self for you. Like, you are growing up, becoming an adult, figuring out, hey, this is the person I done figured out I'm going to do life with, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, to me, that's what it boiled down to. Right. I don't necessarily believe in I wouldn't say I don't believe in it, but I'm just not big on be like, oh, that's my soulmate. No, because, you know what I mean? Exactly. I made that decision. I vetted it out. I felt like this is somebody that I could see myself, like I just said, doing life with. So that's why I chose this route. It's not like, oh, I feel like this person is just divine and everything that I'm going to have to go through everything, just to keep this. Or even if they're not the person that I want them to be, this is still my soulmate. Fuck no. Right. There's no way. Like, it's many times that I have thought that, trust me. And then God showed my reality. Or, they just show you the reality. Like, it's about who you willing to put up with those storms. Who are you willing to grow with? Who are you willing to, say, hey, I accept those flaws or whatever the case may be. Like,
what if your significant other says, for instance, God forbid anybody it's happened, but what if they have like a cancer or something?
Yeah.
For 5 years.
Exactly.
And how can you physically, without the help of prayer and loved ones and family and stuff like that, how can you be this happy-go-lucky, this pleasurable person to always be around when you're fighting a terminal illness? Right. That's hard on somebody's mental. But when you get in a marriage, you can't say, oh, now you just waking up mad every day. Oh, my God.
Right.
You have to be sympathetic. You have to
care enough about them.
That person is going through that, and you are saying that I don't care how hard it is for you to get up and you be happy. If I gotta give you some of my happiness here, if I gotta pull you out of it, like, you have to be willing to do that, because what's the point of getting married if you're not gonna do that?
Exactly. And I direct a lot of this energy to women, because I feel like once a man knows he wants you, he's willing to sacrifice some of those things. Like, once a man, and y'all always say, oh, you know what I'm saying, people be taking this long, or why he impregnated you 3 or 4 times before marrying, y'all been together 10 years. That is because he don't wholeheartedly want you like that. Or you're not applying that, you haven't made that a requirement. Yeah,
he feels searching.
Exactly. You ain't made that a requirement in y'all life. Like, I seen the post. I actually seen the post. Somebody was going back and forth on this topic, and somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna believe in that because a man could be in a relationship with you for 10 years and y'all not get married. Y'all got 4 kids, but as soon as y'all break up, he gonna marry that next woman within a year or two because she's gonna make that a requirement. He's gonna feel like, one, he probably ain't got too much time left. Right. 2, he not picking. You know, he's not out there having to pick through everybody. There's a lot of reasons men, settle down. Right. But once they figure that that's where they at, that's where they at. But women, they feel like they are the prize, so they don't have to work through anything, or you know what I'm saying, like they don't have anything going on.
We are the prize, but we have to realize that you still got to have some understanding, some communication skills. You got to bring a little bit to the table.
Yes, you're the prize for sure, but you have to. Try to come healed. You want a man to come healed, but you're not even admitting to yourself that you still torn into pieces, or that your last relationship broke you down, or that you have trust issues and this, that, and the third. Like a lot of women don't keep it real with themselves. They, like I said that one day, y'all ain't looking in the mirror for sure asking for some of the stuff that y'all asking for. Like y'all aren't assessing yourself if you out there asking for somebody that's doing A, B, C, and D, and you haven't passed A. Right. So I'm like, where is the connect? Y'all don't with this generation of people. They say this generation of women aren't married. And I seen a post. They really put this to black women, but I'm gonna say women because I hate them niggas out there that's always black women don't, because black women ain't got black women don't. Like y'all, what's wrong with y'all? What's up with that shit? Like if y'all say something y'all don't like about a white woman, y'all don't put it on all white women. Y'all just be like, shit, these kind of white women, or she, you know what I mean? Like, but anyways. They were saying black or women these days don't find love or genuine love because they searching for a bag or they searching for financial stability. And 50-50, like that's kind of accurate to a point. But
everybody want to be a city girl and up this and up that.
Yeah.
And it's almost kind of like, how can you really find? And then we be the same women that complain about, can't no men out here, ain't no they won't do this, and that. But
right.
You gotta think about it. Look at how you act and how you present yourself and the things that you're saying. Yeah, somebody's gonna want to marry somebody that's strictly out for, he gotta have a bag. But yeah, I just feel like Louis, Gucci, this, all that. Mm-hmm. Like a man is looking for somebody that's not looking for what they look for.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? But as far as marriage, I'm in total agreement with Michelle Obama. I said this probably on my first episode when I think of women, international women, I think of Michelle Obama, and I think she embodies what it is to be a woman, a wife, a mother, all of that stuff. And so I'm in agreement with her, not just because of that, but because I'm also married, and I have noticed that is exactly what it takes. Yeah. And then also by going to marriage counseling, shout out to Tita. It has given me the perspective, who better to allow you and give you the game on marriage than the person that is instituted marriage.
Right. Exactly.
Like you can't get around it. Like it's no way of getting around it. And so that has been a lesson to my marriage. So I'm with.
You know what? Just kind of added up. Do you think that the fact that this generation, I don't even want to put it on just this generation. I feel like it's been going on for a while that a lot of we're just getting further away from God and spirituality altogether. Do you think that's why they don't believe in marriage?
Most definitely. That's one of the key reasons.
That has to be.
In marriage. And they don't know how to maneuver in a marriage because they don't know how to maneuver because they don't know the blueprint. Right. They're not reading the Bible, or they're not even. They don't know
that just clicked for me right here. Damn. A lot of people aren't going to church like they used to. Because when you spoke on Michelle Obama, I'm thinking, damn, I miss those old black ladies like that. Old black ladies that wore skirts. You know what I mean? Old black ladies that, I used to say, yeah. And I used to say this about my great grandma all the time. I'd be like, we used to, when she first passed away, we used to always be like, shit'll come up. And we'd be like, shit, that wouldn't be happening if Nanny was here. Because certain shit that, we do now, we wouldn't dare do in front of her. Dare. And my grandma, ain't just a young grandma, but she ain't like my nanny. She wasn't like, my nanny was Pentecostal. It's just something we wouldn't do. I remember one time specifically, I was watching Cat Williams. I mean, me and my brother had been watching Cat Williams like all week. And my nanny was over there. We was having like a little family dinner or something. And like me and my brother would be walking around like quoting the Cat Williams that we had been watching. And I said like something like, because Cat Williams had said, oh, he was talking about salmonella. And he was like, are you serious? A chicken killing niggas after all we done did for you? He said, that shit should be in the Bible. Thou shalt not kill niggas with chicken. And I said that like in front of my grandma. Boy, I almost got my face smacked off playing with the Bible like that. Like right. Just repeating what somebody else said. But like that just shows the standard. Like, you know what I mean? The standard of respect we used to have for.
If you notice though, like the world in general is trying to pull God out of everything. We don't have God in schools. We don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that God is trying to be pulled out of. You don't need God to have a marriage and this and that. You do, because how are you going to know how to maneuver in that marriage? How are you going to know what it is when your husband going through something, instead of you complaining and arguing about it, how to go to God, because God hears the prayers of, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like just certain stuff that we just don't do, and we so far away from it. And
we are very far away from. And then even as far as our ancestors and stuff, because I know a lot of people these days will argue with you that, oh, that's what our masters taught us. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's the Christianity that they want us to know. That's why they say a lot of people are transitioning to Buddhism or being Muslims and stuff like that. Right. And we could have that argument that started with our ancestors, but y'all, regardless of like what God or how Christianity, Buddha, y'all have to believe in a higher power. Y'all have to believe it's more to earth than just y'all, or just living. And we just was made one day, and that's how it happened. That's not like, y'all have to be. And then if y'all don't have no faith, I mean, I just don't understand how you moving throughout the world, because everything is hard, and you're not a psychic. You can't predict the next day. You don't know your next move. You don't know if you're doing the right things. You don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. You might think you're taking all the right steps to get to where you should be, and then you don't make it there because you're not following in the steps that were guided for you. You know what I mean?
But yeah, like this comment is saying, she was like, this is the part that got me. If we have an amazing relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend, and we sign a piece of paper, shouldn't change nothing. Nothing shouldn't change. So what people don't understand is it is going to change, because one, you're doing something the right way, for one, you know. And not to say that if you're a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're doing something wrong, but like if you're having sex out of marriage, like if you do anything that is pleasing to the devil, then you already on his team, kind of, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be a power struggle for you, because he not worried about you. He worried about the people. He trying to get the people that ain't on his team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you become married, you're not on his team no more. Now you have said that I'm gonna change. I'm gonna take something serious. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's gonna be a different type of struggle. Right. It's something to fight against now. Right. It wasn't nothing really to fight against. So you might not, but if you notice in your relationship, whenever you trying to do something right, you trying to advance to a new level, like y'all arguing more. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it works. So it a piece of paper, believe it or not, and I said the same thing.
And I hate that y'all call it a piece of paper. We need to stop doing that.
We need to stop.
That's a binding contract.
No, it's not. It's not a contract.
That's a contract.
Covenant. That's a difference. A contract can be broken. Okay. A contract is something that can be broken. When you get married, you're in a covenant that cannot be broken.
Even though getting divorced?
I'm about to say, even though people get a divorce, it's only a few bounds that people should get a divorce, in as it relates to the Bible. But people get, like Michelle Obama was saying, they get a divorce for disagreement.
Yeah, right.
That's not a bound for getting divorced. Right. So technically, you're still not supposed to break a covenant. That's something that cannot be broken.
Right.
So unless your husband is, habitually cheating, don't give me the line, all of them, but it's in the Bible. Basically cheating, I think it's any type of abuse. And it's another one. But
a contract and a covenant are two different things. But the reason people treat marriages like that is because they treat it like a contract,
and because of the capitalist society.
Exactly.
Because, once you get married, all your funds bind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've talked about the spiritual part of it.
Right. Financially.
It binds you together. That's why I think that's another reason why a lot of people try to drag their
after
feet
10 years
like
in Texas.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
before 10 years, it really doesn't bind you.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
What about the common law marriage out here? You know how people swear they common law married and
they
still
can
bonded?
be. They are common law married as it relates to certain things, but money, you don't get any type of spousal support, assets. That's your stuff. Until 10 years.
Tell me something, because baby, I was sure wondering.
I'm holding out
why so and so married so and so with all them damn child supports.
Girl,
I was wondering, because I'm like, I would have never married
baby,
a nigga with all that child support, baby, for they been snatched my income tax or something. And I've been had to smack this man.
Well, I think it can work like that if you file together or something like that. I think it can work like that. But as far as like spousal support and like all of that kind of stuff, like having alimony and stuff, you don't get that for 10 years.
Okay, that makes sense. They need to stop treating. I just don't like the word just a piece of paper.
Yeah,
I don't like
it's
that.
only a piece of paper to the people that don't got it and want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People
and
they try to diminish
it because
they
really be wanting it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people that really want it, they try to diminish it because they don't have it at the time. So it makes it seem like, oh, I don't really care. I ain't worried about that. But if a nigga asks you, if that one, the one you been going died about, if he asks you, you will be.
Y'all don't need nobody, but be the main ones driving 6 hours to go see a nigga. But y'all don't need nobody.
How about not even driving 6 hours? How about on TikTok fighting over a nigga you never seen in person? You only been video chatting. Girl, you see that on TikTok?
No.
Yes. Girl, a girl posted girl, I gotta show you the videos, but it's videos on there where they like when you waited all your life to find true love and one day you just happen to write an inmate and you find true love, right? Oh, Lord. And then another girl does that same video with the same man, so they both talking to the same man.
Y'all problems start with trying to find y'all men in jail. I don't know who started
Let them heal first.
Them pen pals and shit. I don't know what y'all get out of that. I mean, just maybe keeping somebody alive, you know what I'm saying? Give somebody some hope, give them some conversation or something. But really, you the fool.
Yeah.
He ain't the fool. You the fool.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
He got all type of plans behind that boy. He got all day to sit and plot.
Exactly.
But you only thinking about it when it come across your desk. You got real life shit to worry about outside. Because you are outside.
He eating for free.
Leave that man alone.
Living for free.
Yeah, he ain't worried about nothing but plotting on y'all hoes.
Exactly.
That's all he worried about is how many
y'all
he could talk to. How many he could talk to. You be saying, hey, he's gonna leave you. Go, sir. I really wish they could have seen him.
Really?
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Oh my god, because he didn't even look like he was done.
Yeah.
You better put that woman first.
You better put that woman first.
But like I was saying, like it's just so much more to the shit that people be trying to like diminish, and I hate when they do that shit. Like, come on, just say you probably ain't found the one yet.
Yeah,
you just say a nigga been cheating on you, or you know what I'm saying? Say you picked the wrong types or something. Don't say
just that
everybody out there getting cheated on. I never get into marriage because
it's the ones that be like
in my DMs
whole time. Your husband in my DM. Y'all be proud to say that.
I hate that. They love to say that.
Y'all really be so proud to say that.
I always thought that was corny when girls would like talk about who was in their DM. I don't care if it's somebody's husband or not. Talking about somebody private messaging you is lame. If he wanted somebody to know that, he would have put it in your comments.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Do you feel better?
I'm about to say in a private message. What does it really?
Yeah, does that make you feel better?
I mean, it sucks for his wife that he's out there embarrassing his wife, but at the end of the day, like, what do you get from that? Like, you shouldn't even know what the DM say because you're not even entertaining it.
That whole ought to be on scene, delete it. Let's get them out of there. Like,
right.
And for you women that find joy in screenshot shit like that and trying to like send it over to people because you feel like you looking out for another woman, you don't be trying to look.
Y'all do not be looking out. Y'all be trying to be
Y'all don't be trying to look out. But I digress, baby. You can't tell y'all nothing.
This is another comment too because evidently they had some things to say. And it says, and I like this one because this is one of the biggest misconceptions of marriage, or relationships, period. Why do some of y'all think cheating is the only problem people be talking about when they talk about hardships? Forgiveness and compromise in marriage, y'all do know people can have other issues outside of that. Everybody ain't cheating, even with divorces. I think statistics says the top reason is financial, LOL. Which is so very true.
Yeah.
Like, I've had friends tell me like, "Oh, y'all just have this perfect marriage. Y'all don't da 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 da." And my marriage is far from perfect. It's getting closer towards there, with the help of therapy, God, prayer, and all that stuff. But my marriage, especially when I used to say it, we was just married, wasn't even married a whole year yet.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Y'all relationship, y'all marriage so perfect." And I'm like,
probably because y'all don't allow other people to see.
But the thing about it is, our relationship is not perfect. It's because it is very common. People think that everything that is cheating, and
they
I'm
think
like,
since he not cheating, then
and I'm like, y'all must not been at my wedding. Y'all didn't see that Wayne Dang showdown, baby. It was a whole situation. Like, my baby,
no, for real.
My husband had I feel like he had mama issues. Like, I had to get into I had to let him know, like, this is something that we came together and done. Like, you asked me for my hand in marriage. Right. I agree. Like, we have to protect this. You know what I'm saying? We can't let no
right, mama, daddy, nobody.
Change or waver how that's supposed to go.
Right.
And so that was something big for us. Like, that had us in a situation for a long time. Like, just the division, like, not. And I'm sure it was hard for my husband. Like, he was feeling like he had to pick a side. But and it's sad that he had to be put in that situation. But that was something big.
You wanna, let what I'm saying? Let your kid go. Let that. Because I don't think a lot of moms like that. Because I see those posts all the time. Who come first? Your wife, your mama, your daughter, your this, your that. And y'all
God is
so
first.
wrong. Y'all be wrong.
And second, your wife and your husband.
Yes.
And vice versa. Yeah.
Y'all be ready to put the little sister over the wife. Like, what? Yes. I've seen somebody say that. Like,
girl, bye.
I think the post was wife, mama, daughter, sister. And I've seen somebody actually put the sister. I'm like,
even your kids come second to your wife.
Even your kids, y'all don't understand that though. Y'all don't understand. They don't get that though.
But then that's a spiritual aspect.
Yeah.
It all
wholeheartedly.
Like, it all goes back to that.
Like that. Yeah. It only makes sense like that.
It only goes back to that.
Your mom had your parents had their chance to do their relationship.
What they Bible say, you cleave to your You leave your mama and your daddy, and you cleave to your wife. You better.
You had no say so in their relationships. They married. They not gonna have no say so in yours. That's just not how that goes.
It's not.
Your husband, your wife.
Keep people out y'all marriage.
No.
So
marriage,
so cheating is definitely.
Whatever. If you're in a relationship and you plan on being married, y'all might as well, and y'all need to stop that. I'm not finna do wifey treatments for y'all. Might as well start treating that like it's a marriage. If y'all planning on
if you have intentions on marrying that person,
because you don't want to sign a paper and hit a switch. Now you're gonna be a whole different person. Like, who wants to do that? That's not logical or realistic.
Right.
You're gonna do things around the house. You're gonna. I mean, I don't even understand what they be meaning.
You a living person.
Wifely things. I cook because I be hungry. I clean because the house be dirty. I'm not doing it because this nigga like this needs to be done.
Right.
Just needs to be done in my house.
Yeah, no, you doing it because that's what you do.
I'm doing it because who would? If he wasn't here, I'd do it.
Right. And if you wasn't here, he'll do it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's make it make sense. Y'all be making shit complicated. I'm telling you, y'all be complicating shit.
It's bigger.
I'm not doing wifely duties for no nigga. I'm not cooking no meal for no niggas at 2:00.
I think it's and I'm gonna share this to my story, and I'll share it to the comment section page too. And I think I did share some of my stories. If we focus on like serving each other, we wouldn't. That marriage would be. We would be locked in with how to have a marriage.
Right.
Like serve. If what can I do for you, baby? What can you do for me? What can I like? If it's always what you gonna do for me first? What you got to offer? You should be so tired from serving your spouse all day, and they should be so tired from serving you all day that no need is unmet because I'm serving you, you serving me.
Exactly.
How can anybody lose?
And 9 times out of 10, if you with a good person, if you pouring into them and they not reciprocating that energy or giving you that kind of energy back, then they're not the person for you. Right. Like, it's just that simple.
You're gonna have a long, hard marriage.
Yeah, because people treat people how they want to be treated. Right. So if they feel like they're being treated well, they're gonna treat you well. Like, that's just common. I'm telling you, taking some of these comments out of the comment section and saying them out loud. I don't think y'all be talking to people. Y'all don't get the chance to talk to nobody.
They don't.
If y'all talked about some of this shit out loud, y'all would see how ignorant it would be to even just like waste your time posting that shit. Or
oh,
you got some more juicy comments? What else?
I do, but I ain't gonna read that one.
But I think Michelle Obama had a point. She's just from a different time. She's from a time where women were more modest. Women were more what is it? What do they call it? I don't want to say
more of a servant, more of a
I don't want to say servant or like
not servant like you being dogs, but servant as far as I know that you taking care of me, so I'm gonna take care of you as well.
Nurturing.
I'm not worried about nurturing. I'm
nurturing.
not worried about oh, he gonna buy me the new bag. I ain't doing it because he ain't buy me no
Exactly.
No, we in a marriage, we gotta take care of each other. Like
Exactly.
and take care of each other goes way past material things. Like, can you really wipe my ass if I get down bad sick?
No, for real.
Who gonna do that? You know what I'm saying?
Ass.
And I think that's why I take marriage so seriously. Like, and this is how my mom and my daddy grew. This is how I grew up, and so I know it's my mama and my daddy against anybody. Me, my brother, her mama, his mama. Like, I seen that with my own eyes. Like, with my mama and daddy, it's them. Like, my mama and daddy can be in the car arguing on the way to the event. Some shit pop out with somebody in my daddy face. My mama head first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just seen it. Like, them against the world. And, like, I always tell Kerry, like, he was like, what did you expect out of a marriage? I was like, I tell him all the time, I expect it's me and you against any and everything, any and everybody. Like, and that's how I'm coming behind you. I don't care, mama, sister, brother, friend, dog, cat, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Because at the end of the day, when your kids grown, they leaving you for their husband or their wife. Ain't nobody
ain't gonna be here forever. So that leaves your spouse. That leaves your significant other. Like
it's y'all to the end. It's y'all. Like, that's who you do life with. So I'm gonna always protect the person that's gonna be there to do life with me. You know, put my medicine in there. I might buy pill box. You know what I'm saying? My kids gonna be at the club.
We plan to be out here for a long time.
Yeah.
We plan to be kicking it in. Like,
yeah.
So I don't think people be looking at it like that. Like, you are gonna get old one day. I don't know if y'all young people know that or not, because a little girl just told me I didn't look my goddamn age. I'm like, bitch, I'm only 27. What that supposed to look like?
What she say, you was looking old or what?
No, like the girl that braided my hair, remember I told you, she was like, how old are you? I was like, oh, I'm 27. She was like, oh, girl, I thought you was young. You look young. I was like,
that's good. That's good.
Bitch, I am young. What you mean? 27 ain't got no look. Get like a look till they like 60 or 70. Like, you don't really like.
No, yes you do.
Do you?
I can tell when people be like 30. Like, people say, "How you think it?" I'm looking at you and I'm gonna say, you look about 30, 40.
I guess maturity has a look.
Yeah.
But like, you can't really just look at somebody. I almost got a
like
27. Like, what you mean? I look young. Bitch, I still am young. I'm barely knocked on the 30.
You wanted her to say, "Oh, you are young." Oh, you are young.
I don't know. I didn't even know what I wanted her to say, but like, her to say you still look young. Like,
you are young, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, what you mean? I still look young.
Maybe she should have said you look younger than that. You look younger than that.
That's probably where she was going.
Maybe she was thinking you was young, like
back
a
to what I was saying, though, y'all. We're gonna get old. It's gonna be a time where you need somebody, whether y'all think y'all don't need nobody or not. Like, y'all feel like y'all can travel this whole big world by yourself, and that's just not how it works.
That's not how he intended it for us.
No. You need.
We already know what he had put Adam in the garden by himself.
Exactly.
And then he had to run that big back because he was like, "Oh, you need somebody. You lacking, son."
Exactly.
Stop thinking y'all can do it by yourself, men. If women didn't need men, and like you see Steve Harvey with the new sit down he did with
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was I belong to her, she belong to me. Right. We need each other. We
just like he was saying. He said his daughters didn't like what is her name?
Margie.
Uh-huh. He didn't none of his daughters liked her at first, but his sons was like, shit, cool. But he was like, what I'm supposed to do with that? This is my wife. I picked her. I'm not gonna y'all don't have nothing to show to like tell me any different. Y'all ain't nobody higher or y'all ain't like y'all got no niggas out there treating y'all good.
Exactly. So, who are you to choose for me?
How you know this ain't a good one?
Right.
So I don't know. I just think this younger generation just think that they have it all like figured out, and we need to revert back to putting our faith in God and listening to like a higher power, whatever you listen to. I ain't gonna even try to push that on y'all because I know y'all back off into a corner. Right. We probably just said God too many times today in this episode.
We'll get used to it.
Because we, like I said, mixing the ratchet and righteous.
Right, period.
But just whoever y'all feel like is a higher, have faith in something. Have faith in somebody other than just what you don't know everything. You don't have it all figured out. It is a plan already planned out for you, whether you know it or not. You just have to find the right pieces, right tools, get on the right path, and stick out the course. Because, baby, everybody has a time.
And not meaning you have to suffer in any type. Like I said, it is some relationships that, you know, they don't deserve marriage. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why we need to be real with ourselves before marriage, because a lot of times people that say that the marriage it was not going to work, the relationship wasn't working before.
Right.
In some capacity, it was not working, and it was signs, and you just chose to ignore them. And some people I've seen online are very honest about that, and then some people like to, like you said, not take responsibility.
I see a lot of people now starting to do premarital therapy.
Very necessary.
Like that. I think so too. You have to like assess the situation before y'all put that much commitment into something, and know y'all are willing to work through different situations and talk about whatever, you know, have some perspective, have a third party. Because I don't know if y'all notice or not, y'all two or whatever, you know, you and your significant just trying to figure it out. Sometimes that just don't work. Sometimes the issue is deeper than the whatever y'all arguing about its surface. Yeah, whatever y'all arguing about its surface.
And so if you do need that perspective, you need to come on every other Friday night to Teed Up and get to WS Park.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
and get you some tips and get you something to keep your marriage going, keep your relationship going. But we're going to go ahead and move right along.
Let's go. Let's get into it, because you know we got a little mind fucking to do today.
Okay.
And we already on the topic of it, so.
Right. So, yeah, since we on the topic of marriage, would you rather a $20,000 ring or a $20,000 wedding?
So I think I'm gonna go with wedding, just because, shameless plug, shout out to my man, he is the street jeweler. Y'all get in and y'all tap in with the street jeweler, let him get y'all jewelry right. And my man know how to he know how to finesse, so he made our chain, so I'm sure he can give me a nice ring that's less than $20,000. So if he can do that, then I'm going all out on the wedding. I want that motherfucking shit. It needs to be 50. That motherfucker need to. I'm just playing. I don't think I need to spend that much money to please other people, but 20 is I think that's a good budget for a wedding. I think you will be able to get all the stuff you desire and make it a little extra fancy.
Well, you better hurry up and do it this year, because it's gonna.
You think it's going up? That's going up.
Oh yeah. When did I get married? In 2019. Yeah.
How much you spent on your wedding, or roundabout? Please don't hit nobody.
It was over. It was over 20 though. It was over 20. Of course, I didn't pay for all of it by myself. My parents and my grandparents helped.
It was over 20.
That's why I say.
You got a big ass wedding.
I did it. My guest count was like 150. My wedding was. I'm not trying to be, pipe myself up, but my wedding was the shit. My wedding was nice. I had real flowers on every table, baby. My shit was dripped out and draped out, and
so you know that place that we just did makeup at for the girl with the green. My friend had her wedding there, and I think that place is pretty doable. That's a nice venue.
Yeah, that's a really nice. It's a reputable venue. Hell yeah.
Damn.
You tell me how much you think that venue cost. Not the wedding, that venue.
But don't they help with just lot of shit?
No,
they don't.
She had people that did that wedding. Like, you get the venue, they only give you the venue. Some people do offer that, but that's additional price. They
offer wedding planners with the.
They do, some of them.
Okay.
But how much do you think the venue by itself
was? Like
800?
No, okay.
Oh, okay.
8,000.
Could have been probably about that.
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna start at 5, but I was like 5 a little too low. They might not be, because you're gonna be there all day.
Yeah.
So
About that.
About 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could squeeze in some food, some decoration.
But then you gotta think about it. So this is how a wedding works. A wedding is not just the food. When you talk about food, you're talking about per plate.
Per plate, yeah.
But then you're also talking about the plate, the gobbler, the water glass, the silverware, the fork, the spoon. It's like a wine glass.
Oh, okay.
And then you got a napkin that you have on there. You have flower arrangements. You have a menu on the table.
Everything on the table. Every piece on the table.
Everything on the table. You have a DJ.
Making my own menus. Number one. Look, DJ Damo. What's up?
He did my wedding. But you got the DJ. You got, if you want, some people like my friend, she's about to get married. She getting the smoke on the ground and all that. You got that. You got
what about open bars?
Open bar. You have to get licensed bartenders. Because venues don't let you just bring your friend in and serve alcohol.
Yeah.
And some venues are even
extra strict. Gotta have the insurance.
That and they make you pay per bottle.
What?
Yes. Different things for different venues.
Child.
So weddings become expensive. You have to have a sweetheart table, the table that you and your husband.
People cheap for weddings because they probably still spending a lot for bullshit weddings.
Yeah, they are.
That's crazy.
Not a lot in terms of what's a lot of money, but.
Right.
I mean, you still spend, even on a basic wedding, you can get up to 15,000.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why I say 20 is like.
Damn. Maybe I'm still in
the
my
cake.
Head,
you gotta think about the cake.
The 2000s.
You definitely are. Yes.
Because damn.
Yeah.
Or either that, I just didn't realize how much. I mean, but I could see how that could add feeding 150 people or 200 people. You know what I'm saying? Making sure all the decorations are straight. I could see that.
Flowers are expensive.
Well, whatever we save on the ring is going to the wedding, baby. Because look, but what would you pick?
I would pick the ring.
The ring?
Mm-hmm.
You want a big fat ass ring?
No, I would just always want. I feel like if I say that in having a wedding that costs $20,000.
You had a wedding,
but if I could have chosen, like now looking back, I probably would have did a $20,000 ring. I don't know what ring is $20,000 though that I really would need. But what I'm saying is I would rather the ring because I feel like weddings are more for other people. Like looking back on how of a shit show my wedding, really not my ceremony, but my reception was. I would have much rather just went to a courthouse and then spent like $20K and then maybe even pawn my ring or like sold my ring and got the money back and then got us a down payment on how. Like now looking back, I just think about how a ring could be a lot more valuable. It's a diamond.
Yeah.
It can,
it can get y'all.
It can get you if you need something. Yeah. Once we spend $20K on the wedding, y'all ate, y'all had fun and whatever, or you didn't, or however that goes.
That was another reason I thought about it because doing weddings. As you do them, you get you already married, but as you do them, you get to see like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, or maybe I might not want to have a wedding because this look like it's too much. Because like you working with the bride, so you know exactly what they're going through. Right. That's gonna be the position you're gonna be in as a woman. But I just feel like the more I see weddings, I be saying I want a big one, but I'm like, damn, I might be thinking like the destination. You know what I'm saying? Just doing like a few people. And then y'all pay for y'all own.
It's more reasonable. Exactly. It's more reasonable ways to do weddings. But you know what? I was a big thing of since I was young, I always knew I wanted to be married. Mm-hmm. So I always thought about I'm gonna have these are my colors. So like, I was a dream wedding type of person. Okay. So my thing was I wanted it to be beautiful. Like I wanted to remember, I just took it very serious. Right. Like, and so that was my thing. And I think a lot of women are like that. I think a lot of women have this thing of this fairy tale, wedding, the ambiance, you know what I'm saying? Right. Not so much just like a fairy tale marriage or nothing, but like I just knew that day would be blissful, like and dreamy. And so I always wanted that. So that's why I wanted things that I wanted and the things that I got, and some things I didn't get that I wanted because of how much it cost. But I feel like that's one of them things that you just can't take away from a woman, from wanting that. And people try to criticize women for like, y'all worried about the wedding, y'all worried about that's just something that we have always as girls, even as children. Like you think about Cinderella, you think about pretty dresses, and you've always, if you had a
that's
dad
in all the fairy tales. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
like
something
being
that you want.
having a wedding and being a wife, being a
and a lot of people can say that they could care less about the ring because they want that so bad.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that now, looking back and saying, I'll take a $20K ring right about now. I'm sure me and my husband will figure out a way to go ahead and flip that hoe to about $40K.
You ain't gotta tell Mr. Hustle Man twice.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta tell him twice.
Ring, we can get another one. We're gonna take this 20 right here and then and I'm with it. My man.
Always with that. No, I just told Nada, Nada when they came up here, I was just telling her, I said, look, they be wondering why we be my man. But that's because this will come through.
Yes. Every time.
Got all the ideas.
Every time.
Baby, making sure we don't hit the ground right now. Like, what is you talking about?
Do you hear me?
I don't hear nobody calling. No matter how many cries out you put on social media, ain't nobody finna call and be like, damn, you need something? They might text you and be like, I hope all is all well. I hope you
I'm praying for you.
I'm praying for you.
I ain't said a prayer yet.
I ain't touched your knee today. You ain't even praying for you.
You
praying for me.
So like you ain't touched it.
You ain't praying for you. Hell.
Right, no, for real.
So what is you talking about?
Like my man. Because my man gonna come through.
Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all ain't found no good one yet. Because once y'all wouldn't even be questioning why a bitch saying my man, because
it's like they say, the girls that get it.
No, for real. Yeah. Like my ex, and then people would think that y'all need to stop equating like that shit to money because my ex had a good job and did all that, but that still wasn't my man. Because I knew I couldn't count on that nigga.
Right.
Like it's people that y'all know y'all can't count on. Y'all to be trying to. Y'all be like,
and it don't be there.
No. Y'all will never get a $20 wedding or a ring.
Mr. Make it happen. Get you a Mr. Make
wedding
it happen.
or a ring, baby. Y'all won't even have to pick.
He ain't even talking about it.
Messing with the niggas you messing with, baby. So don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. Never mind. No.
Get somebody else to do it. That's what he gonna do. He gonna get somebody else to do it.
Well, that's our mind fuck of the night. Mm-hmm. And so we're gonna move right along. We got a word of the
y'all drop in the comments. Y'all let us know what y'all would do. Would y'all take the ring or the wedding? Because I gotta know. I gotta see. Yeah,
I gotta see where y'all headed.
We're gonna see who's shallow for real. For real. We're gonna see what y'all talking about.
Right. So we got a little word of the day today.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get into our word of the day.
Hey. It's the word of the day. Hey.
And like yes. Yeah, I know we said we was gonna we had a play on words, so this time we teaching y'all a word. Amen. Now, if everybody can turn to y'all Bibles too. All right.
We're gonna be reading from Matthew 7:23. Okay. And let me go to it in my Bible so I can read it. Okay. Let me go. I'm gonna start at 21 because this is really gonna get y'all mind of thinking about and what understanding. You know what I'm saying? So it says Matthew 7:21 says, "Not everyone who calls me their Lord will get into the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Only the ones who obey my Father in heaven will get in. On the day of judgment, many will call me their Lord. They will say, 'We preached in your name. In your name, we forced out demons and worked many miracles.' But I will tell them, I will have nothing to do with you. Get out of my sight, you evil people." Now that was me reading it in the contemporary English version. I want y'all to hear this in the King James version. It says, I'm gonna read 23 for y'all in the King James version. It says, "And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work in iniquity." So
disowning you, baby.
Yes, and everybody like, people probably be like, what you mean you never knew me? Like they said, I've preached in your name, but to do all of that and not have a relationship with God, he don't know you.
Like he don't know.
Like you know what I'm saying? All the good deeds you can do in the world, if you have not been saved, if you have not connected with God, if you have not reached God on a deeper level than what you say out your mouth, then he will look at you when it's time for you to get to heaven and say, "Baby, I don't know you. I never knew you." And people say, like they say, God know everybody, God know all things. But when in the Bible, y'all have to know, my pastor taught me this, shout out to him, you have to know the Greek and Hebrew terms and what these things translated to. So new is not like, oh, I don't know you. it means I don't have a relationship with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
like, I don't know you.
I don't know you like that. Right?
Real.
Exactly. So I wanted to go to this scripture because I feel like we live in a world where a lot of people are saying that they are spiritual, they love God, and God, please bless me, God be looking out, God be da. But in all actuality, God doesn't know you. You don't spend time in prayer. Not only do you not spend time in prayer, but you don't wait. When you're done praying, do you get up and be like, going on with your day, or do you wait for God to say something back, or do you wait to hear from him? You don't have a relationship with him. Think about the things that you do in a relationship with Bubba.
Right.
The time you spend. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot of time y'all spend together. Are you spending equal or the same amount of time with God? Like, can he say that he was in a relationship with you, that he knew you personally? Right. A lot of people probably not, because we look at this thing, we look at God or Christ as this thing as, pick him up and put him down when we want. And when you're ready. And if your man did that to you, we just talked about relationship. If your man treated you how you treated God, would you say, I don't know the nigga? Right. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about it like that. Like, God is basically God gonna be able to tell you, like, I never knew who you were, because you didn't have a relationship.
You're gonna have to answer.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to answer to all that.
And even they said in the Bible, like, we have prophesied, we have cast out devils, all that. Even some of these preachers, like, even some of these people that be on the altar at church, like, are you walking that same life that you walking that hour and 45 minutes at church in your real life? Are you doing that? Are you having a relationship outside that? Are we only talking to God on Sunday when we go to church? You know what I'm saying? So that is why I read that scripture. And like we said, we'll put it on the screen for you guys to go deeper into that word. That, like I said, it's Matthew 7:23. And y'all need to learn and know, and we all need to. Yes, and I'm doing this. I'm actively doing this now, like knowing God for ourselves.
Exactly.
Not just for Sunday.
We've been talking to each other about that. Exactly. Like, trying to really be on our spiritual journey, trying to really commit to. I know you teach me more than anything, but just really committing to not just like, picking it up one day.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm
like
saying?
Literally, I have moved my podcast on Wednesday, because I'm like, from Wednesday to Thursday, because I'm like, okay, I gotta go to Bible study. Like, I'm making it, like, just how I could commit to doing this, I want to be committed, so he won't say he don't know me. No, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Look.
And speaking of knowing, I was just gonna tell you, I forgot to tell you before we started recording, but remember we scheduled that church visit about 3 Sundays ago.
Oh yeah, it's time to go.
It's that Sunday.
We need to see what time they start. What's their service times? Because
I think he said 12 on there. I think he said he had a 12 o'clock service.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I might can do that. Okay, I might can do that because I get out of my church at 12.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't mind going. Yeah, and it's right by my house, 6 minutes.
That'll be perfect.
So we're gonna have to go. We'll have to come back with that experience when we get.
Yes, for sure.
We need to start vlogging. Like, we need to start doing vlogs when we be together, because we barely be together.
I know,
she don't really fuck with me like that. I never knew you. Depart from me. Get out of my sight. No,
it'd be Carisha calling me. It'd be Corey calling me. This child be all over the place.
I be needing my. No, I told my mama that. I said, Ma. She was like, I never thought I'd get to the day where I cannot make a meeting with my daughter.
No, because you got a lot of commitments. You be all over the place.
I really do, though.
You got a lot of commitments, from working out to spiritual to your baby to your man to your friends to your
myself. I told my mama, I said,
I got to put you in there.
Right. I told my mama, I said, Mama, I just be trying to get away from people, because I be with people all day, every day. I just be needing my me time. And y'all, if you really know me for real in real life, I'm really a introvert. Like, I'm an introvert type person. I don't really be outside and talking to people a lot.
People all the time. And then your customers talk to you like you they friends. So, like, you gotta listen to their problems too. I be in here like, damn, bro, they love her. Like, they
my client today, she told me, she said, I know you didn't expect to have to come into a therapy session. I said, oh no, it's fine. I
they might as well click an ad on.
I know, I need to put that on my
quiet. You know how some girls be like, you want a quiet appointment or you want to talk? I'm about to start doing
that.
They
don't give me no choice.
I'm about to start doing that. Let me know, because if y'all don't want to talk, baby, you ain't got to talk to me. I will put my headphones in there.
And T will put a podcast on in a minute. She'll put the Breakfast Club on your.
I will put, and will not listen to a word you saying. Right. Listen to Charlamagne and them. Like, please don't do it. Let me know if y'all want to quiet. Y'all ain't gonna have to tell me twice.
Can y'all give me an option? Because
they really don't. They must know in your past life that you must have did some counseling or something.
And she was like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." They be letting it on me,
baby. I walk by,
and I'm here for it though, because I be ready to get my opinion and get not my opinion, but
just some good advice on how people should handle stuff, because sometimes you do need to hear, or sometimes you might want to verify what you already heard or what you already know to be true, and sometimes you want to make sure that you're not operating out of your own selfishness or your own agenda. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it.
And that's my main reason for asking you like questions like that. But I like that black women still have that comfortable, beauty spot type feeling, like where you go to a shop and you kind of just talk to a stranger about anything, whatever you're going through. Like that just is what it is. That's like the community that we kind of like, have grown for ourselves, a black community. So,
and I'm here for it.
I love it. I don't mind a little TED talk with you ladies every now and then. I love it. But excuse me. But yes, y'all, it's been a great episode. We're gonna come back next week with we're gonna try to have some guests next week.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
liven this thing back up.
Yes, for sure.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Of course, as always.
Make sure y'all check us out on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. And you got anything else you want to add?
No, and that's all, folks.
That is it. Until next time.
Bye, y'all.